Okay, y'all, today we are talking about Bergio International Incorporated, or BRGO. They manufacture high-end jewelry, and they have two storefronts in New Jersey and a manufacturing plant that they own in New Jersey. They don't own the storefronts, those they lease. However, they do own the manufacturing plant. So let's talk about a little bit about why we're talking about a jewelry manufacturer, why I'm talking about it. So, they closed at 0.0065 yesterday. They have a market cap of $2.2 million. And, but let's talk a little bit about what the company does, and then we'll talk about why we're talking about them. So here's from their site. They manufacture jewelry with European sensibility, Italian craftsmanship. And, the Bergio family is actually 3 generations of jewelers. So, they've, from family to family, they've been doing this for 3 generations. So there's a lot of experience to go along with this company. And so they have different products and whatnot. And so it's handcrafted, manufactured in the U.S., straight to consumer. And they also, so you guys here, there's 2 deals that we're going to go into in a lot more detail, Gear Bubble and Aphrodite. The Aphrodite deal we won't talk about much, but the earnings are already being reflected in their latest March, the quarterly statement through March 31st. I'm going to go into that in a lot of detail, and then we're going to talk about their newest deal with Gear Bubble and why this company is set to kind of explode, or why I think it's set to explode. First, they recently announced with a deal with Walmart, and that Walmart deal is pretty exciting. So they go to Walmart online, and Walmart, doesn't have good high-end jewelers that the Bergio this can fill that space. So that I think is going to be a great deal. Now let's talk about their quarterly statements here, you guys. End of March 31st. Look at that. Current assets, cash, $831,000 cash, and the last quarter was $70,000. Huge, obviously. Inventory, almost doubled to 2.3 million, which is great. So they have, a bunch of inventory to sell. Total current assets increased substantially to 3.6 million. And then you have the total assets at 7.3 million, which is, okay, you guys, the goodwill at 2.9 million, like that's stating basically the benefits of deals that are kind of yet to, see the benefits of. So there's a lot of ways to kind of work a goodwill. Anyway, liabilities, you have accounts payable and accrued liabilities increased, quite a bit, and that's mostly because they basically acquired a large loan to acquire Gear Bubble, because they had to pay cash for Gear Bubble. I'll talk more about that soon. Okay, you guys, so you see their net sales here, 1.1 million, 1.15 almost. That's a massive increase, obviously, and that I think is the reflection of the reflection of the Aphrodite sale, and part is the stores are now allowed to be open again. Cost sales, that's not a bad figure, and then you have 839 that accounts for the 839,000, which probably accounts for the money that's on hand. Operating expenses, 1.2 million, so there's a loss here, you guys. And so net loss from this quarter is a lot better than the last quarter, so that's all good news. So here Bergio International officially acquires Gear Bubble. Okay, so this is a really good, I think, but a really good play for them. They're looking for, to grow their revenue to 20 million this year, and this is how they're going to do it, through Gear Bubble, Walmart, through these type of deals that they're trying to put together and have put together. So Gear Bubble is an e-commerce site. They had 27 million in revenue. That they are profitable as well. And Bergio is basically giving them cash, for this deal. But this allows Bergio to sell through a whole range of different categories on Gear Bubble's platform. So that I think is going to be very exciting. And their deal with Aphrodite's has already, I think, reflected some gains in their sales. So, and also, they want to be one of the leading e-commerce jeweler in the by 2022. So if they're going to grow their sales 20 million this year, up to 20 million this year, and then up to 30 million or beyond next year, you guys, that the stock is going to move. It is currently at a market cap of 2.2 million, and they're going to blow out those numbers this year. So the stock is I think is really set to increase in price. The content is for informational purposes only. You should not construe any such information or other material as legal, tax, investment, financial, or other advice. Nothing contained on my site constitutes, or this video constitutes a solicitation, recommendation, endorsement, or offer by me or any third party or service provider to buy or sell any securities or other financial instruments in this or in any other jurisdiction in which such solicitation or offer would be unlawful under the securities laws of such jurisdiction.